everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Scuff podcast, where we have great ideas and bad execution. Hi.
Yes, indeed. Hello. Hi. Wow, we were just mentioning before we started airing how for some reason, we were feeling a little nervous for today's episode, even though, there's not really much of a reason to be, but it's a new, I guess, format, a new thing to be excited about.
Yeah, I am not used to this. Are you used to this, Buccateers? I kind of miss them. I wonder how they're doing.
I know, but I hope you all are enjoying the higher audio quality, and I hope some of you all are on Spotify or Anchor.
Do it. You know you wanna.
Yes, you do. Oh gosh, take us on the go. Maybe for a run. Maybe while you're doing some errands.
Yeah, maybe when you're washing your dishes, making your dinner, washing your clothes. Whatever.
Whatever you might need.
Yeah.
But as always, we are your guides, your consultants, your idea makers, and the hosts of this wonderful podcast, none other than PRISM Project's very own Generation 2. I am the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita at your service.
And I am PRISM Project 2nd Generation, your favorite Akama-sama. Arakaruto da yo.
Wow.
Yes, we are back again. Back at it again, boys.
Yes, back at it again. I'm happy that we're still employed. And it's thanks to viewers like you.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for always leaving your questions, Without your questions, we'll be out of business. So, TY.
Thank you. You keep our business running strong, sure.
No.
Here, we help you come up with solutions or answers to some of your wacky, strange questions or topics. Yes.
However, the catch is that since we're both, co-workers, we just gotta agree to disagree to agree, We gotta agree on this. We just gotta agree on the final product. There's no other way out of this. Otherwise, you get nothing. You get nothing if we don't agree.
Oh.
So we gotta do it because I like being hired. I like being employed.
Being employed is nice. It is fun being able to put things together for our lovely customers indeed. And I hope we agree to agree more than we agree to disagree.
To be fair though, I feel like most of the time we actually agree to agree more than
I think as of late we certainly have been, agreeing more.
Friendship arc.
Why are you laughing? Okay, right. Friendship. That's on becoming coworkers. I feel like our shared, our shared experience. I feel like, both of us going through this journey of creating a podcast, all the ups and downs. I feel like that's brought us together, not only as coworkers but as friends.
I suppose.
Well, what else would you call this other than a friendship arc?
That's true.
Oh gosh, I wonder what the other arcs are. Oh gosh.
I mean, if you think about it, normally it either goes stranger arc, acquaintance arc, friendship arc, and then you either branch off into best friend arc, or no longer speaking arc, or you start dating arc. There's only 3 ways I think from that point on.
Besties arc. I'm looking forward to it.
Besties arc. Or there's family arc. Who says you can't be families with your friends?
Yeah. Aw. Well, you were always chosen family to me.
Too early, mate. Too early.
Well, with that, we've made it to our 7th. Is it our 7th job now? I believe so.
7.
Wow. And if you ask me, that's quite a feat.
Dude, it's been like 4 months, right? Since.
Yeah, we're in our 4th month now.
Oh, it's our 4th month already. God
and
damn.
that's quite the feat, if you ask me.
Time flies.
We've had so many comments and questions and amazing, interactions from our audience, our customers. It was hard to pick, just one question, as always, for today. So as always, for future shifts, please leave your burning questions and shower thoughts in the comment section down below, and use the hashtag #OffTheScuff on Twitter to hang out and talk with us, we can choose our next topic.
Oh, hell yeah.
Decorate our office. Do you want to do a quick shout out to the Off the Scuff customers for
Oh yeah,
lovely
thank
new
you
artwork.
for your art for Opal. If you guys don't know who Opal is, make sure you check out the last episode where we designed a character. But Opal is the character that we designed. Although I feel like these two designs are a bit off from what I imagined Opal was gonna be. But you know what? Good
the
job. So the cave was a bit
they're
off.
lovely.
So, but beautiful. So thank you to Yuji and I think Alice Rez. Yeah,
That's right.
Yuji's one's
Thank
right
you
above
so
me.
much.
Alice Rez's one is right above Baka-chan's. So if you're a visual
that's right.
gamer, you know, if you like to watch your podcast, not just listen to your podcast, you can see it.
That's right. So thank you all so much. And today we were able to pick a question. Luto, shall we?
Yeah. All right. Let's do a reveal. What is the question for this week's Off the Scuff?
Drum roll.
Cha-cha! So I guess it's a bit long, but TLDR is Felix's question is, how do you get really happy in life?
Oh, this is gonna be a heavy. This is a deep question, and I don't know if I'm qualified to answer this question.
I mean, we're not qualified, but we can still talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
Just as long as you don't take our
agree.
advice too serious.
Yeah, think of it as not professional advice, but
like
friendly.
Yeah,
advice.
it's like if you go up to a friend, you know, and you be like, yo, so bro, dude, bro, dude, bro, how do you get really happy in life? And then your bro will be like, bro, I got you, bro. And then you know, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. So how do you think we should go about creating our solution? Not our solution, I guess our product.
A product.
For our customers
Product.
today. What should we?
I feel weird calling this a product, doesn't it?
Right. Well, then I guess it could be like
A final advice?
A final advice.
Okay, final
How do you think
advice.
we should structure it? Like five tips to
Five
a
tips?
happy life.
Oh, you gonna? 5 tips for happy life. What is this? Clickbait?
Off the Scuffs.
What is this clickbait?
I can already see the thumbnail. I can already see the thumbnail now.
Yeah?
How to be happy in 5 steps.
In 5 simple steps. This is how you achieve happiness.
Oh
Oh my god, we're so good
no.
we're so good at clickbaiting. Holy shit.
Oh goodness. Well, but in all seriousness, you know, it is an advice as you. Wow. Oh gosh, I'm intrigued. How shall we start our brainstorm?
So wait, before we do that. So is it actually five tips?
Do you want? I don't know. What do you think? I feel like 5 is a nice round number. Do you want to do like 10? Is 10 too much? Do you want to do 6?
No, we can do
So
5.
it's
I was
3
wondering if
and
there's
3.
other formats other than just, 5
Oh
simple
yeah,
things
let's
that
keep
you can
thinking.
do.
Let's keep thinking.
So there's
Oh,
I kind of
gosh.
like it though, like five simple ideas. Not just because it's clickbaity.
Yeah.
No, I would never do such a thing.
I can already see you creating that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, 5 simple. So will it be like a one after the other, or it can just be like done in any order, just any 5 random recommendations? You think?
I think it doesn't. Maybe like list the most important ones first, and then go down.
Oh, I see.
But then in the end, it's still gonna be our opinions, right? And this doesn't really stand for
That's
everything in
true.
life.
That's true.
Because I feel like
That's true.
happiness is so like, what is it? Subjective, right?
Yeah. It really is, and so I think that'll be a good chunk of what today's brainstorm is going to be. Like what is it that you feel like you need? Because I feel like also when it comes to like happiness, I feel like there's a lot of like short-term things you can do, and then there's a lot of like long-term things that you can do. So maybe what we could do is we can brainstorm a bunch, pick our 5, and then we can order them. So like you can start off with step 1. Start off small with step 1. And then like really go into
How about we just
step 5.
How about we just pitch random things right now, and then we can choose at the end.
I think so. I think that'd be a good
Throw out the wall cards.
brainstorm
Keep them
session.
coming.
Keep them coming. So then Luto, I guess I'll ask you the question first.
Oh, me.
What makes
okay.
you happy?
What makes me happy? I think we already
Uh-huh.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a wild card. I know what y'all are expecting, so I'm not gonna say that.
Okay. I think this point, I know you well enough to.
Yeah, you know, it gets too boring. We can't always do the same things. Gotta live outside expectations.
Luto has layers.
Yeah, I have layers.
Luto
I'm not
has
just all
layers.
about titties and ass. You know, there's more than that.
Yeah, there's layers.
Like an onion.
I was hoping you would say that.
Lutonian. I think someone made like a edit about that. Anyways. What makes me happy? Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Okay. I really like talking to people. I like going outside. I like being surrounded by people. That makes me happy. I don't know about you.
You stole mine.
What? I'm so what?
You stole mine.
Oh. Unlucky!
Oh, how truly unlucky. Now, I have a question for you. So I know we're both extroverted, right? And so, you know, taking that with a grain of salt, how would you turn this into something that maybe anyone can relate to, like introvert, extrovert, ambivert?
I forgot that introverts existed, sorry.
No!
I mean,
oh god.
Okay, but here's the thing though. I don't mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Even introverts like being surrounded by people that they like, right?
I think it's like a connection.
Yeah.
I think connection is the word.
Yeah, because I don't think there's anyone on this planet that's okay with just being completely by themselves. Even if you're like, okay, I have no friends, you know, I have no this, no that. But no, you still have someone that you can connect to, right?
Yeah.
Even if that person is online or something, like, you know, there's someone that you can connect to.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, tell me more about, like, what sort of things when it comes to, like, a connection do you feel like makes you feel connected? Like you mentioned, like, sometimes it's, you know, knowing that somebody else is online in Discord and you can talk to them. But to you, what makes you feel connected? And
what makes me... Oh my god, you asking some real questions.
I mean, it is a real question, isn't it?
Oh my god, I feel like right now I feel like I'm at the police station being interrogated. So Luto,
you could ask me questions
Kidding,
too.
bro.
Oh gosh.
No, it's okay. What makes you feel connected? Oh my god. I don't know. I just like being around people, bro.
I guess so. I think when it comes to connection, go ahead.
I think it's about like sharing stuff that you like, right? So for example, you watch a movie. Yeah, you can always watch a movie by yourself. But for me, I always like, why do you go to theaters? You know, not just for the experience, right? But also like you have this shared experience with everyone else around you, and that's what makes it better, right? Even though there's like this annoying kid like right in front of you that keeps like talking every 5 minutes, and that couple that keeps making out right next to you every second, you know?
Oh gosh.
Even through that, you still like going to cinemas and stuff like that, right?
Oh, this is such an abstract feeling. Like feeling connected to others.
I think
such an abstract
humans. Well, I'm half human, so I know. Are you half human again? I forgot.
I'm full human. I'm full human. I have cybernetic.
Oh, I forgot.
So I guess I'm like a. I am a cyber angel in name. Yes.
I keep forgetting.
No,
it's
it's okay. I know. And it's a core part of who I am, truly. It's a core part of my identity. I feel like when it comes to connection, I think it's sharing the human experience. Like not necessarily, you know, being in the same room with someone. I mean, obviously that's nice, but knowing that you are experiencing things with other people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, does that make sense? Like feeling like you're part of something.
I guess in Japanese it'll be like kyokan, kind of. It's like it's kind of like the same thing as empathy, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then I guess humans are just also animals, because if you think about it from like a bit of like a evolution point of view, humans wouldn't have survived if we weren't like a social animal. So I guess that sort of just get passed down. You know?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Connection to the human experience, or just connection. I like that.
So now.
Now I have a question. Should we? So I'm assuming we're starting off with with brainstorming, what is it that makes us happy? And then maybe once we pick our 5, we can create like a plan. Like this is the first step you can take to get to this specific thing. All right. Oh, I guess then now the table turns to me.
The ball is in your court, mate.
No.
What makes
really
me
happy
in life?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like my default state is just happy. So I have to really, it's hard to pick out what exactly.
Even if you seem happy all the time, not everyone's happy all the time. Like surely,
True. Yeah.
there's some things that make you more happy than not.
I think this is gonna be a strange one. It might be a little abstract, but a sense of autonomy. Over
autonomy?
and control over like my let me see if I can search up like having being able to have control over like myself or my like having the idea of like self,
so being in control,
like governance. Yeah, so for example, like
so not like the Matrix. Not like the Sims.
Oh god. Oh, it's more so like knowing I have control over what can happen in my life.
So
you know what I
knowing that you have
mean?
the power to change things and make changes if needed, like stuff like that.
Right, because I feel like moments where I feel sad is when I feel stuck and I feel like I can't do anything.
I get that. It's like I guess the concept of people that's addicted or like really toxic relationships and they can't leave, stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, where you feel like people are just telling you what to do, or people are controlling your options, or restricting your freedom of choice.
Okay, so it's like
what do you think?
have like really controlling parents, and then they're like, no, you can't do this, you can't go there, you can't go to that sleepover, you cannot meet up with your friend today. I don't like your friend. You can't see them, like stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, so like the idea that you are independent, you're self-determined. Yeah.
Okay. You can make decisions for yourself, and no one's gonna stop you unless it's illegal. Obviously, don't do illegal things, kids.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, obviously, there we act within we act within society's rules, but like being able to say like they're doing like this specific job or something makes me happy. And then being able to do that and not being told to do like, oh, you have to do this job or you have to do this project or something.
Okay. Yeah. I can
do you have anything to? Yeah, you can get behind on that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's nice. I don't like being controlled. I don't know if you can tell.
Fair enough.
Being able to do whatever the heck I want. Thanks, Captain. Yeah, it was great.
I will have to say I am very extremely satisfied with the autonomy I have as a PRISM agent, and I'm sure you are as well. Oh my gosh.
There's people that ask me, they're like, Luto, how much do you have to say in your content? And I'm like, bruv, how much do you think I have?
Wait, have you seen Captain's tweet?
Yeah.
For those who aren't aware, somebody tweeted a marshmallow or sent a marshmallow to Captain, and it said, "How much freedom do PRISM agents get in creating their content?" And he just responded saying, "I think you could look at a certain Akuma and see for yourself."
I don't know what he's talking about. Who? Akuma.
I think that was the day after you cloned yourself.
Oh. What cloning? Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. Oh. But anyway, the ball is back in your court now.
Oh, okay. Dribble,
hitting it back over. Oh gosh. All right.
Oh my god, this is so hard, bro.
This is tough. I'm glad that we're like going back and forth.
But so many things make me so heckin' angry as well. So
let's focus on the positive.
Okay.
What makes you happy?
Makes me happy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bit of a weird one, but I like working. Okay. So I like doing work. I don't like doing nothing. The thing I hate the most in this world is doing nothing.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
So I guess
Do
maybe
you
having a
like
purpose? Oh, there we go.
purpose?
Big
Yeah,
purpose. There you
yeah.
go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So elaborate on that. Elaborate on that.
So it's like it doesn't have to be work if you don't like doing work, you know, whatever. You could have like a hobby that you really like, you know? You could have like this purpose. Maybe you really want to save, I don't know, like something, and then you go out and you do it, you know? You can be a volunteer. That also works. Doesn't have to be, you know.
Okay.
Or you can
So go ahead.
I don't know. What else is there? Hobby, work, volunteering. I guess even if it's something like, oh, I really like spending time with my family, I guess that is also a purpose. You know?
I see. So being like part of something bigger than yourself, or giving to something bigger than yourself.
It doesn't have to be giving
Or
you
outside
either,
of
I
yourself.
feel like it's just that you have to do something with your life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be what people might say is like productive. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
it doesn't have to
something-
be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like being involved in something.
Yeah. So maybe you really like, you know, like gardening, you know? That's not really anything to do with anyone else.
Right. Okay, so having, oh gosh, I'm trying to like, purpose is just an abstract thing, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even have to be one thing. It could be multiple things. Maybe your purpose is to find as many things you like as possible.
Yeah.
Meet as many people as possible. Like, all of that combined, whatever I just said, you know?
Yeah, maybe like creating meaning and creating an experience. For
Yeah.
yourself, right? Because maybe it's not like producing something, like making a garden is a nice one, but maybe it's like I want to travel
Yeah,
to
that
every
works.
country
That
or
works too,
something,
yeah.
or like so creating something or
Like having goals.
having an experience.
Kind of having goals.
Yeah,
But then also at the same time that you don't need to have goals because with gardening and stuff, you don't really need it.
right. It's either, you know, creating meaning, creating purpose, or creating an
Or
experience.
reaching your goals and ticking off that bucket list, I guess.
Exactly. But just having a direction.
Yeah, direction in life. Because I feel like the worst thing you can do is every day where you repeat the same thing over and over and again, and you're like, what am I even doing this for? Like, you see that a lot, right? People get stuck into the mundane, and then they go like, okay, I hate this, but I don't know how to. Because once you get into habit, it's really hard to break out of it. So a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I could change my life. It's like, I hate my wife, I hate my husband, but I can't leave them. Like, you know, you see that all the time, right? Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I hate my job, but I can't leave. It's like, no, you can't.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It's
yeah.
never too
So a
late,
sense of direction.
I feel like personally.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like, you know, it kind of going on the vein of like autonomy. Like it's your life. You know, there's gonna be difficult decisions.
Yeah.
That you have to make.
Yeah.
And maybe things aren't gonna happen right away.
Yeah.
But if you have a direction, then at least you don't feel lost, right?
Yeah.
Because imagine like, you know, you don't, for some reason you don't feel satisfied with where you are. But with a purpose and a direction, at least you have an end goal. So even if the current situation isn't great, you know that at some point in the future, the possibility is there.
Yeah. Like that. Exactly. Good
That's
job.
a good one, Luto. Wow.
Oh
gosh. Oh, I was gonna say you took mine as well.
Oh my
gosh.
god. I feel like these are gonna be pretty similar. So even though like we're not certified, but I feel like most people have a pretty like it's no surprise like these things that you see a lot. Like, you know, when it comes to happiness. These are the things.
And I you know, obviously there's going to be different things that make us happy.
Yeah.
You know, I like, I don't know, like I like certain things and you like certain things, but I think at the core, I think we're really trying to dig down to what does this all share? What needs does this satisfy?
Hey, if your purpose is watch all the anime you heckin' want, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm down.
go for it.
That's also one of my purposes, so fair.
Oh really?
Yeah, I wanna watch all of them. Why not? Don't you want to become the person that's like seen every single anime? Think about that title. I want that title.
Honestly, yes. Or at least be more well versed.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when someone asks me and says, hey, do you have an anime recommendation? I'm at a level where I can say, yeah, you know, what kind of shows do you like? I'll recommend something simple. But I really only have a basket of like 3 or 4 in each genre. Or, you know what I mean? So I would love to be more specific. You know, like, oh, you like insert very specific set of details. Here's a very obscure anime that is pretty much exactly that. I would love to get to that level.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
So maybe that's my new purpose.
I want to become a walking encyclopedia for anime.
A walking weeb encyclopedia. That sounds fun.
Weeblopedia.
You know, I know this is kind of expanding on it on a already large laundry list, but video games too would be really fun. Like knowing, you have this platform and you want to play this game.
No, I get that.
That would be fun. There's like thousands of new games all the time.
Man, there's only so much time you have every day.
There's only so much time. That's true. Well, then I guess this is my since the ball is now back in my court.
Yep.
Can you do a 3-pointer? Can you do a 3-pointer across the?
Did I make it?
I didn't know you were. You did. You know what would be awesome? It maybe by the next episode we can get. I'll draw a picture of us. You know,
shooting hoops,
shooting hoops. Exactly.
Have you ever played basketball? I used to play basketball when I was in high school.
I used to play basketball when I was really young, like before Cyber Angel training. But I've stubbed both of my pinkies playing basketball. One hand in different games each time.
Okay.
So.
You know what's the most embarrassing that's ever happened to you in a match?
What?
I still remember, I still cringe thinking about this.
Oh gosh, what happened?
So basically, there was once, I don't know, I was really out of it that day, and we were having a match. It wasn't like an important one or anything, but like, so basically, we changed. Like, you know how, like, when you're on court, like, it changes directions every so often?
Yeah.
You know how you change positions?
Yeah.
I didn't realize we had changed for some random reason. I missed that. So when I got the ball, I ran in the opposite direction as quick as I could. And everyone is like, what the heck's she doing? I still cringe.
I'm sure they understand. Did you lose a point at all?
I mean, you don't lose a point for going the opposite way.
No, I mean, but, like, did you end up scoring a point for the other team?
No, we didn't.
Odd accident.
No,
okay.
no. I didn't score it.
I see. It was just, you just
running.
ended up running in the opposite direction.
Because I realized halfway through running across the court that, I went the wrong way.
It's okay. I've had a lot of embarrassing moments in sports. I was a goalie once in soccer, and, you know, just, I don't know. That's not necessarily embarrassing, but I thought I was going to be able to keep the ball out with my hand, but I misjudged the distance, and I just aimed it right into my face.
Oh, no!
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Sport.
And I was wearing glasses that day. I didn't have contacts.
Oh, no!
They were okay.
Wow.
And then same thing happened to me in volleyball.
Glasses of actual steel.
I've never broken my glasses because of sports. But anyway, the sports tangent.
Sport tangent.
Because the ball is now in my court, isn't that right?
Yeah. What makes you happy, bro?
Oh gosh.
Quick, spill
what
the
makes
beans.
me happy? Oh gosh. I guess it's a similar vein to purpose. But like having a sense of like growth, like seeing that I've changed.
Aha! I
Like
see.
knowing, like seeing that I've become something different, I've become something better, I've become something new, you know? And I think that goes with the whole like having direction. Like I want to be stronger, you know, or I want to have, you know, more connections, or like I want to learn a new skill. And it doesn't even have to be like that. I can just be like, you know, I feel, you know, I don't know, like I'm a little healthier, or like I've watched 10 more anime than I did yesterday. You know what I mean? But change. I think a change and growth. Because I feel like
measurable growth, kind of.
And and it doesn't have to be numbered or anything. Yeah. But I feel like stagnation.
I get you. I hate stagnation. I hate it.
Yeah. And that's not to say routine is bad. You know, having a routine is nice, but that's separate from feeling like you're just the same person you were
yesterday.
Or
like last week.
Yeah, like getting experiences, and that doesn't mean going out and stuff, but like, oh, I watched a new anime and like it, you know, it made me happier, or like I learned something like cool. I don't know. Like, growth or change.
Do you plan on like learning new things even up until the day you die? I do.
yeah, and you know, I feel like, you know, even for people who don't like learning, maybe even just like having an experience that changes
new things is enough, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna use as an example, but I think someone like my grandma, she I guess she was from a generation where it's like you know, that generation of people where it's like everyone just kind of did the job without asking about anything.
Right, they had different kind of like
there was a different outlook on things. So basically, when she got older, like she kind of just didn't. She was really close-minded to everything. There was nothing, I see. Right? Like, you know what I mean, right? Like, they're like, oh yeah, grandma, just try this, and she's like, no, I don't want it. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't want it. You know? Yeah. And then even it's like, oh, let's go traveling. No, don't waste your money. Like stuff like that. You know? And I don't want to be like that. No.
Do you think then is the idea of growth and change a product of like the way that we grew up, or like the things that we've experienced growing up, or do you think fundamentally everyone wants growth or change in any shape or form? Like maybe it's not necessarily something that happens over the course of like a day, or maybe it's not a large change, but any sort of change, whether it's within yourself or without.
To be honest, I have no idea. Because if you think back, like, was my grandma unhappy? I don't think so.
I think maybe, I don't know.
I think it's just different outlook in life, no? For her, it's just, you know, I like my life. I like it the way it is. But then, again, maybe it's because she didn't think about it deep enough. Maybe she just went like, this is what I meant to do. And I did it, so I'm happy, you know?
Yeah, but I'm sure your grandma was also working hard at their job and becoming better, and maybe she had hobbies that she was also improving. So maybe not necessarily like, you know, oh, I want to change a job every 3 years, or I want to like do something different. Maybe it's more so like a steady growth of like, I'm going to stay in this career for like a good chunk of my life.
In that case, I guess everyone wants growth. And I think the human brain craves like like new things. It craves like stimulants, right?
Like novelty.
Yeah. Even my grandma would go out and do like not like new things, but she would pick up new hobbies. At one point, she was making flowers, like, you know, like those fake flowers. She really liked making them.
That's lovely.
So
I love that.
For all you guys wondering, what is an akuma doing? She's a human. So I know.
Yeah, because you're a human on your mother's side. Is that right?
Yeah.
So for those who don't know. All right, well, do you have anything else, I guess, on that vein? I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like you and I are very much learners. Like, you know, we like to try new things. We like to explore new things and be better at what we do.
Wasn't one of your goals like to learn everything? To learn new things?
Just keep learning. Yeah,
that was one of my goals as well, to be honest. I don't know if I talked about it in my debut.
Look at that. No, but I think it's definitely, that's something you can just see. I feel like, you know, right off the bat. I you know, this isn't to say that others don't do this, but I really like how that's something we share as a generation. Like that's something it's because to me, I think it's really exciting and inspiring to see, you know, my gen mate do so many cool new things and do so many like silly new things. So and that inspires me to also do
same,
to like
same bruv.
Oh bruv.
Oh bruv. Oh yeah, bruv.
Somebody I think somebody clipped you saying thanks, bruv. And then I said, you're welcome, bruv. And someone said that. I think someone said it was weird. It was weird hearing you say bruv. It's not something, because I only say that when you say bruv. I just think it's fun, like being able to say it with you.
I feel like bruv rolls off the tongue so much easier than bruh. I don't know why. It's just me. It's fun to say.
I think it's fun. It's just not part of my everyday vocabulary.
Fair enough.
So I just happen to say it whenever you say it.
Fair enough, bruv.
Well, with that, I think I've finished my time with the basketball.
Oh, thank
on
you.
you.
Ugh, caught it. Alright, oh my god, though. This is hard, though.
This is hard.
Okay.
Let's do. How many do you want to do each? Like 3 each, maybe, and then we can pick.
We can do
and
like 4 or
then
5
choose
each,
our
right?
steps.
And then we can pick off of
Ooh.
it. Yeah,
I
I can
agree.
definitely list 5 things, like, easy.
Okay.
It just
Go
takes
ahead.
I think it takes some time to think about it, but I can list.
I
To be
think so
honest, feel
too.
free to throw in any more that you want as well, because like we can just jot down random things as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm handing it back to you so I can have more time.
So I think okay,
Oh, gosh.
I think it's nice to like. Okay, we talked a lot about like big goals and like, you know, purpose, and I think that's all big stuff, right? But like also like I feel like another thing that's more important than actually having big goals is you gotta live your everyday. You gotta enjoy your everyday. If you don't like your situation right now, then you know, I feel like a lot of people, I think me included, are like, oh, you know, if I just did this, I'll be happy, or like if past this period of time, I'll be happy. But then that's a trap. That's a big old trap. You're not. You know,
Like living in the moment.
yeah, you gotta live in the moment. But also, okay, this is why life is hard. You gotta live in the moment, but also plan ahead. But you can't plan too much because you're gonna die. But then, you still gotta live. Yeah, it's hard.
No, I having a balance between living in the moment and planning.
Yeah, not
Because
too
I
much YOLO, but you still gotta YOLO sometimes, you know.
And I think I'm an individual who tends to err more on the side of planning more. And, you know, how about you? Do you think which one do you, I go ahead? Like, which one do you think you lean more towards?
I don't know. I feel like I changed
balanced?
a lot. I think there was one period of time where it was like
I
I have a goal I need to meet, and then so like right now it's like I'm not there yet, so I'm not happy, you know.
Yeah.
But then I think like kind of recently-ish, I'm like, oh, but then if I don't like it now, then what's the point? Like, you know.
Right, exactly. Like, you know, what's the point in directing yourself to a future state if the current you isn't enjoying it? Because you know,
I'm not saying that you don't have to work hard to achieve things, but I think it's also finding fun in the working hard in the process.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people think I need to focus on the future so I can become happy. But I feel like people tend to forget that the current you is the future you for your past self.
So no, that's kind of like my kind of tone, dude. I
Somebody
literally
quote
had
that.
that.
Put that. We should put that on the wall.
Put that as a quote for Katesh. Put it on the wall. Top tip for Katesh quotes.
Top, yes. We need to do a quote compilation.
No, we do.
We need to do an off the scuff quote compilation. I think
Dude,
number one quote though. Everyone look above me. To live is to scuff.
To live is the scuff. And then we can.
But
I can't remember whose quote was that. Was that yours or mine? I can't remember.
Yours.
Oh, okay. So mine is above yours. We can put yours above me.
It's a good one. And I live by it, honestly. Like, whenever something goes wrong, instead of being upset about it, I think, you know, to live is to scuff. Like, it's really changed my mindset on things.
Actually, yeah. Can we just throw in another point real quick? Just be positive about things.
Go ahead.
Have a positive mindset.
yeah.
Don't be too worried about like the bad things that happen in life.
I will have to say though, I think I feel like I'm lucky to have the mindset that I do because you know there's you know there's a lot you can do to, you know, create that mindset, like journaling or like, you know, positive affirmation. But I feel like as a neurotypical individual, I feel like it comes easily to me. You know what I mean? Like, it comes easily to me.
Really?
Yeah. Like, easier, I feel. Like, because I know for some individuals that having a positive mindset isn't something maybe that comes as easy to them. And, you know,
I have a bad case of ADHD, and sometimes I can't be positive because of that. Because it annoys the heck out of me.
I see. Exactly. So I think, you know, there's, as, you know, I think definitely try to have a positive mindset, like being able to, you know, overcome, having that like ability to overcome hardships and think positively. I think, but with the you know, side note of like, you know, do what you need to do to you know, have that positive mindset.
But I think it also doesn't mean that you have to be positive all the time, though. You know.
Right.
Being sad is a part of
exactly.
life. I feel like it's just you just gotta embrace life for what it is. Everything. You just gotta like even when you're sad, you know, you're gonna look back and be like, yeah, that was a sad period of time, but you know, it was good.
Yeah. And I think the key thing here is just that creating a positive mindset's not gonna look the same for everyone.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't think I'm the most positive person either, but recently I'm learning.
Oh, I'm happy that you're learning. Yeah. I think generally I am a pretty positive person.
I'm on it.
But I think obviously there's moments in time that challenge, that challenge me. But I think really the key is having the tool set or creating a tool set that will allow you to overcome things. I think positive mindset and resilience is
resilience. But you don't know how many times I've like literally in real life or like you know, whenever I'm doing something, I'm just like, you know, to live is a scuff. It's okay, mate. It's fine.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I'll kind of track back on what I said about myself earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that I'm naturally positive. I think it's I worked hard to become resilient.
Yeah,
you know, like
I think you worked on
pretty
it, no?
good. Yeah, I think I became, at least for me, it was a little bit easier of a journey because I think, having a good support system helped me build my resilience or my toolkit for resilience, and then having a good starting point. I think mentally,
Maybe, yeah. I guess having a support network is really important because for me, there's a long time I couldn't get over some things just because for me there was no one around me. I had no family. I had not really any friends.
Yeah.
So not my fault, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think a support a support network is really what it motivates you, I feel, and it makes you, I don't know, like at least to me, it encourages me to be better, to have a direction and know that I have support. I guess it comes in the name, huh? Oh gosh, you did too. I haven't done.
It doesn't matter. You can just do one.
Oh gosh.
On that note as well, like to live as a scuffers, it kind of helped me a bit as well. You know, like I don't know about you, but were you ever like a perfectionist? I was a huge like perfectionist. I was like, I have to get this done a certain way, otherwise I don't want it. You know, like
yeah.
And now it's just like, you know what? Just might as well. Sometimes I'll do something, it's not the best. I'll be like, yeah, whatever, I've done it.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, something. Go ahead.
To keep trying is more important than getting it right the first time.
I agree for sure. To live is everyone. To live is to scuff.
To live is to scuff. Actually.
Yeah.
Motto.
I'm trying to think how do you get really happy in life? I think oh my gosh, this is tough. Oh no. This is really tough. I don't know, maybe I ran out of profound things to say, if you will. Oh well, here's this then. I'll go a little bit lower on the hierarchy of needs, but being healthy and being safe.
No, health important. Health important.
Yeah, I think, and that doesn't have to look like, oh, I'm on a keto diet or I'm eating a salad every day, but at least becoming a little bit healthier as much as you can. Because I know it can be really difficult to be healthy.
PSA, everybody.
It's expensive.
To everyone watching this, now is the cue to drink your water.
Yeah, water check, everyone.
Water check. Hey, come by. I'm gonna have some water. Okay, all right.
Come by. All right, water check. So,
hydrate,
I think
gamers.
Health. Hydrate, gamers.
And make sure it's water. Don't drink that Mountain Dew. No, don't do it.
But we should keep our water bottles on the table instead of putting them away.
Maybe.
Well, we'll have some off the scuff branded water bottles, so we don't have to worry about any brand
Fiji
issues.
water? Nah. Aquafina? Nah.
No.
Off the scuff? Yes.
Off the scuff water. We'll do water bottles or like not like plastic water bottles, but like the reusable ones.
I know what you mean.
We need to do a merch drop. We need to do a merch drop.
Dude, what if we actually had like a water brand just called Off the Scuff?
like Voss, but like
yeah. Fiji water, nah, overrated, right? Voss in a glass, nah, we don't want that. You want off the Scuff in Scuff, right?
Oh gosh, what would it be called? Would it just be off this OTS water?
Yeah, OTS.
Okay.
OTW, off the water.
Off the All right, well, we'll workshop it later. Okay, but yeah, healthy. I think on that vein, I don't know if safe. So like having things like shelter and like warmth, clothing, etc.
No, that's like definitely. I think there
So
was
health and safety.
the basic minimum requirements need, right?
Yeah,
like that
it's
you
the
can
bottom
put
of
food
the
on the table
hierarchy.
every day. That you have a shelter above you, I feel like that's the minimum. Yeah.
Okay, health and safety.
And I guess
Alright,
the minimum
let's see.
required stuff, like food. Food is important. Without food, I wouldn't be happy. I'd be starving every day.
And then I guess health and,
And I don't
safety
even really
can
need
kind
to
of
eat, but I get it.
Yeah, I think health and safety, encompasses the whole like bottom of the hierarchy, like food, exercise, like being safe, having shelter, and then I think this is a little different, but I was thinking about it just now, but like having a positive self-image. Yeah, so thinking not like thinking well of yourself.
Gotta like yourself.
Like a
You
strong
like yourself?
a strong sense of self. Yeah, I'd say I'd like myself.
Nice.
I don't think I'm perfect. I think I could definitely get better, but that's part of the journey, right? And that's exciting. But I think overall I have a good sense of...
What is it? That song that goes like, "Your perfect imperfections."
Aw, yeah.
What is that song? Where is that from again? Is it Ed Sheeran? I don't know.
And maybe that's this. It ties in a little closely with autonomy. Self-image does, but I think
not really though, because this is more like the inner stuff, right? Autonomy.
Oh, it's not like exactly. I think autonomy, but like self-image, like I think goes hand in hand with feeling independent. Like you're your own person, separate from like while connection is important, but feeling like you're your own person. Like feeling good about yourself. Like I'm strong, I am kind, I am like
It reminds me, you was kind, you was strong,
you was important,
you was grapefruit. No, yeah, say that to you. No, like you think it's a joke, but actually say that in the mirror every day. It actually makes you feel better.
Right. It's something, self-image is something you cultivate. It's yeah.
I think self-image is something I have like a bad time with. I don't think I like myself that much, no.
I like you. You're a good friend of mine. If you want me to shower you more with positive
No, it's okay.
affirmations,
It's
I would be more than
fine.
happy.
It's good. I'm good.
All right. Straight off the top of my head, you're really funny.
No, I'm
You're
good.
really
I'm good.
unique,
Bro, I'm
and you're
good.
very talented. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Thanks, bro. That's good. Yeah, I'm good.
You mean bruv?
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Oh gosh. Well, certainly if we end up picking that one, we'll have to dive more into it anyway. How many do we have on the board? About 4 approximately now for each of us. Do you have any more you want to share?
I feel like there's more, right? What makes you happy?
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. What else makes me happy? Because I feel like when I think of things that make me happy, I feel like it's like a subsection of one of these. You know what I mean?
I kind of get you.
Like what makes me happy? I enjoy playing video games, but because to me it's like creating an experience, right?
Which goes into the purpose part.
And also like growth, having a direction, autonomy. Like I get to create my experience. Like it's something where I can kind of like craft my own world, create my own like journey of growth, and so I feel like it connects into something. What do you think we've missed any like umbrellas? I wonder.
Let me think. What? How about we list like tiny things that make you happy? So there's anime, there's titties.
Well, which umbrella do you think that falls under?
Like anime. Anime is the same as games, no? So it's like purpose.
Yeah.
Titties though. What is titties?
So no, that's what I was asking. I thought you were saying titties equals anime equals purpose.
Where does titties
so if
go
A
into?
equals B and B equals C, then you are saying
Math,
that A
quick
is equal
math.
to. So you said so here. For those who don't know, I think this is the transitive
transitive property. I was gonna say
this is the transitive property. So Luto, we're in class now. Professor Kamishiro has the board. I will explain to everyone via the transitive property of
Gentle is a nerd,
equality.
Jen.
The transitive property of equality. We really are. We really are because we both are computer science. We both have dabbled in computer science and we're both pretty nerdy. Oh gosh, but as I was saying, I wanted to clarify what I was getting, what I think I understood from what you said. Because what I grasped from you is that if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, and titties equals anime, and you said anime equals purpose, then is
Titties and
from what I'm
purpose?
grasping? I mean, that's what I thought you said.
Oh no, I was just listing out things that I liked. But no,
Okay.
by that logic, no, titties would be purpose. No, you're right.
Oh my! Oh gosh!
No, but actually,
if that's what
I
makes
kind
you
of want to know
happy.
though. What does titties go under? And what does stuff like? What about like the more vain
don't
side of
know.
things, like
You know,
fashion?
then,
and
I have an idea, and maybe it's a sense of connection. I think this falls under connection.
I just
but
like how it feels
being able
and
to
how it looks,
appreciate,
to be honest.
like I was about to say, like being able to appreciate the beauty and things, like being able to. But I think that falls under connection, not just with people, but with the
Interesting.
world and like the universe that we live in. It's like being able to, like, if I could go outside right now and be able to enjoy, like, like the weather, the feeling of the cool air, like seeing like just the plants grow on the side of the street, like feeling connected to beautiful things in the world. So I
Oh.
can see maybe that's because I love the outdoors. That's something I really appreciate. That's pretty.
maybe nature is one of those things. Maybe.
But I think, nature is within the umbrella of connection. Feeling
That's
connected to
so-
something bigger than
Wow,
yourself.
that is so. So what about like stuff like cats? I like my cat. Is that also connection?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I think you appreciate your cat because of the connection that you have.
But I also
with
just
them, the
really like the
experiences that you
feeling of
share.
my cat. I like to touch him. You know?
Yeah, then I think it's again you're experiencing a piece of the world that you're a part of.
So you're saying anything I do through my
Yes.
senses is like connection?
Perhaps because if you think about it, if we're all made of atoms, we're just all parts of the universe experiencing itself.
No, we're just 90% air.
Oh, true.
90% nothingness. We're empty.
Oh gosh.
We are the Hollow Man.
But I don't know, maybe that's connection, like feeling connected, not just to people, but the other great things that,
It's very
the world holds.
interessant. I did not think about it like that.
I don't know,
Wait,
maybe
is
I'm
that
just,
it then? Do we really list like all the big... What? That's it?
I
There's
don't know.
only 8
Well, I
things?
mean, maybe this isn't all an exhaustive list, but at least to us, here at the Scuff office today, I think this is a
Wow.
good list. If you
Wow.
want to start picking our five.
How do you even begin picking from this? I feel like they're all pretty heckin' important.
Well, then what we can do is maybe what you should start with first. Like maybe
the
like
most
5
important
steps
thing? Okay,
to
how about
being-
you pick the most important thing for you, and I pick the most important thing for me, and we
Well,
work
I
down the
don't
list.
know if this would be the most important, but this would be this would at least be the first thing I would tackle. Because I think it would be the most pertinent to my physical being. But health and safety is
I
something I
figured.
would try to
I
tackle
figured.
first. Obviously in different levels, but I think, because I know everyone's in a different situation. Because for me, like things, like I have food. I could eat healthier. I could exercise more. But for the most part, that's covered for me. So for me, things like autonomy would be something more important to me at the moment. But across the board, I think health and safety is
No, I think that's
the
a
first
basic
thing.
minimum requirement, no? Like,
Right.
Because
the hierarchy you need.
Yeah, because if you think about it like that, like, imagine like having everything else on this board and just not having that one thing. Imagine being someone that's terminally ill that has everything else on that list. You still wouldn't be happy, no?
Yeah. So I think being able to, feel safe, have food, keep yourself going, so that you can, continue to reach your happiness. So that's gonna be number one for me.
Okay, yeah. Because I think
so are we gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4?
Going back to that as well, this is like a basic standard of living. I feel like so without that, you can't even like make a lot of these decisions for yourself if you don't have that. I feel like is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe that goes along with some of the more pertinent things like, feeling like you're in a safe, not just I think physically, but like immediate mental needs. So like, not being, like gaslighted or like not being in like a bad like in that like in an extreme like mental situation.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. So health and safety
Fair
is like,
enough.
number one for me.
Okay.
Should I rank all of them or are we gonna go like back and forth, or what we think should be next?
Yeah, we can just talk about it. I don't really mind.
Yeah,
If you disagree
So
with me, tell me. I agree. That's number one.
What do you think would be next?
I feel like we would probably disagree down the line, but right now I feel like the second one is living in a moment. Because
Okay.
life is actually like everyone likes to think of life as all these big moments, but I like to think of it as smaller moments. Like, right now I'm recording the episode. That's fun. That's good. That's pretty bug. That's nice. Right? And actually in my mind, the things that I remember aren't always the big events. It's always the small things that stay in my mind. Yeah. Do you ever get that?
Wait, say that again.
I don't know. Do you ever feel like that?
Feel like sorry, so re-explain. Sorry.
So basically, you can be like, oh, like tomorrow is my birthday. I'm looking so forward to it. But then, to be honest, how many birthdays do you remember? I don't remember that many.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I just have a bad memory in general.
I mean, me too. But I can remember some things when I was like a teeny tiny toddler.
Yeah.
But I can't remember like the last birthday. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I feel like it's the smaller things in life. And also, going back to what you said about like, oh, this is some change that you can start today. This is also one of those things that you can like literally start right now. Like really think about what you're doing and actually live your life right now is something that you can start doing like right now,
So I see. Oh, okay. I was a little confused because I was looking at live in the moment / plan balance, like having a balance between living in the moment and planning in the future. I thought was the bullet point. So, okay.
No, living in a moment is the bigger point. The plan, the balance is the side note.
I see. Okay.
You don't agree?
I mean, I think it's something close to being the second. I think for me, and again, this is a personal opinion, but I think connection, because I don't know, because I feel like when it comes to living in, I think it's important, but I think having that like support network, and maybe it's not necessarily like people. I know it's for some individuals it might be harder to get that immediately, but feeling connected to something outside of yourself. So you can hold on to, or maybe, I don't know, because image or having like a sense of self is also really important.
To be honest, I would put self-image before connection.
First. Yeah, I guess so.
Because
at first I was thinking like a feeling of belonging. But I guess self-image would.
No,
I don't know, because I feel like self
important. No?
What about? Okay, I see it. I think I was more focused on the plan balance portion. Because I know for some, in the beginning of their journey, it's hard to focus on the future when you're trying to take care of yourself in the. Does that make sense?
So I feel like it's important to at least start living in a moment now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, question then: how so after let's say you take care of your health and your safety, then what does living in the moment look like after you've completed that? Like, what can you do? What does that look like?
So, for example, if you have nothing, like you don't have any friends, you don't have like a good job or anything, you're trying to get like a job or something, you know? You're in that tough part of your life. Then living in a moment would be like, that's okay because right now I'm accumulating experience. I am getting there, you know? Although like the path isn't gonna be the a smooth one, but I can still find the little things in life that I enjoy. Which goes back to connection, you know? You can go out for a walk and then be like, oh, that's nice. Because I feel like you can't have connection with things if you don't even appreciate the thing that's in front of you. Like going on a walk. Me as a kid, I didn't like going on walks. I was like, what the heck is this? That's stupid. Why do I want to go on a walk? That's so boring, you know? But now it's like I can actually kind of somewhat appreciate it. Just because of, I guess, they're living in a moment. It's like, oh, you know, really have a look around you. Like, what is there? You know?
Yeah, and then okay, yeah, I think that'd be a good second because then we can like, you know, live in the moment and then continue that balance. Like continue to monitor yourself and once you've been able to kind of create your current situation a little bit better, then you can start shifting to larger and longer periods of time.
Yeah, exactly. I think I think some people can't make goals as well, which is fine. You don't have to start now. You can always, you know, just go with the flow. Yeah, and see what it takes you. Maybe one day you'll get a goal. Maybe one day you won't. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just don't YOLO too hard though. Don't be like, nope, I am gonna spend my life savings today. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Although who am I to stop you?
Right. And I think, you know, with our first two, our 1 and 2, I think I can kind of start seeing the pattern of really taking care of some of the more like pertinent, like, you know, more critical things to your physical or mental well-being in the moment.
Yeah, I think it's really just about the small things that nobody appreciates or like thinks about. That's important.
Because you really have to create a strong foundation to be able to, in the future, you know, prolong it. Because I was thinking things like positive mindset and resilience and self-image, while are important, are kind of tools you have to develop later. It's kind of like you can't take math 2 if you haven't taken math 1.
Kind of.
You can, but it'll be difficult.
Yeah, you can't take algos if you haven't taken fundamentals of programming. You know? Yeah.
Oh gosh, you can't take OS if you haven't even taken like Python introduction. you have to start somewhere. So I think maybe, you know, we can even, to make things easier for us, we can take things like self-image or positive mindset and resilience and combine them to be like tools to keep going for a longer future time. So I think health and safety and living in the moment is a balance.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. We can kind of build a house. Like, how do you get really happy in life? We can be like, build a house with us. You have a foundation, you have the walls, and then you have the roof. Or you have the decorations to your house. You know, the base, the house itself, and then things like furniture, decorations, to make it last longer than just a house.
Because I think without stuff like health and being able to live in the moment, you really can't do any of the other things.
Do you think anything else belongs in our foundation?
I was gonna think like a positive mindset is also kind of foundation. Although I don't know, because is that something? But then again, you do have to develop all of these things, right? Like even living in the moment, you have to learn to do that. But I guess like a positive mindset would be something that's also like pretty fundamental, right?
Yeah, and I think resilience is something you eventually. I think positive mindset then would be separate from resilience, because positive mindset is kind of what pushes you forward, and resilience is kind of what lets you pick yourself back up.
But then I'm starting to think like living in a moment and positive mindset are two pretty similar things.
I guess so, perhaps. I don't know.
I guess
what do you
they're like
think?
the same, but yeah, I'm just gonna say they're the same.
I'll combine them. And then resilience is kind of like, I think, something you can develop later on.
Oh, actually, I have a really good example. Have you seen that Pixar movie? I think it was called Soul. Have you seen it?
Oh no, I haven't gotten to see Soul, but I would love to. But I've seen bits and pieces of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But
explain for any of our viewers out there.
It's not really a spoiler, but like at one point of the movie, he basically says to his mom, he's like, Mom, if I don't become like if I don't take this opportunity, if I don't play music, he's like, if I die now, I would have wasted my whole entire life doing nothing. You know?
Isn't that purpose?
Yeah, but no, that's not the point. Like, the point is, I'm trying to say, that was how they framed it to be, but at the end of the movie, he starts to realize that, no, if I died, I would have had all these experiences. I would have all these little things in life, you know, that added up to my life. It wouldn't be for nothing. Just because I didn't have this big breakthrough, because he had tiny bit of spoilers. Do you mind if I give you a tiny bit of spoilers?
Oh yeah, I think you know, that's up to our listeners. Well, maybe you'll have to skip a little bit ahead.
Yeah, maybe. But basically, like after he gets, I'll keep it as vague as possible. After he gets what he wanted this whole time, he basically walks out of it. And he was like, wait, that's it? Like, is that it? He basically asked the person, he's like, so what do I do from now on? And she's like, come back and do it again, you know? And then I think that's when he just really realized, no, being happy in life isn't, oh, I gotta do this one thing and then I'm happy. No, it's every single day I really like what I'm doing, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think positive mindset, health and safety, live in the moment, and being able to balance that and change that with planning for the future is a good selection for our foundation.
Yeah, but Soul's a good movie though.
Yeah, I know. I really want to watch it. There's so many things in my backlog.
Do it.
All right, I will. There's so many good movies I need to watch. Okay, now shall we move on to our house? I kind of have an idea, but I want to see what you have. I have an idea for our house and its decorations, but I want to see what your opinion is.
I think, to be honest, I would kind of put connection and self-image almost at the same level.
Yeah, because I was a little off of what you were thinking, but how I was thinking the rest of the house might be nice is maybe these I was thinking these four are the house. And connection, autonomy, purpose, growth, and change would be part of the house. And then self-image and resilience would be for the decorations and furnishings.
No,
but you were saying connection
I
should
feel
be part of
self-image is more basic than autonomy and purpose.
Oh,
because
really?
like I said,
okay,
not everyone has
explain.
a purpose, right? I mean, like there's hobbies and stuff. I guess you could put that in purpose, but okay, here's the thing. Like, if you don't like yourself all that much, everything you do, you might feel like a waste of space. You might be like, I can't enjoy the things I like. You know, because maybe people are gonna judge me, but then when you really have like a sense of self, it's like, oh, you know what? Who gives a heck what people think? You know?
Oh, because I thought self-image was more like I think I'm pretty, or I think I'm smart, and I thought autonomy was more like a, you know, who cares what other people think? I have control over my life.
Oh,
I can.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then how about self-image about stuff like, how about like, worried about what other people are gonna think if you do things that you like?
Right, exactly. Right? Like being confident in yourself and like and not letting other people's, you know, like what if people are saying bad really things about you?
Yeah, what if your purpose is you really wanted to become like a, let's say, a singer, but you're really afraid of performing in front of people because you don't have that self-confidence, like, you know?
True, but I feel like like self-image, I think, is something that I'm still working on to this day.
Me too, bro.
So I think things like resilience and self-image, like anything else, is still our continuing journeys. But I feel like, at least for me, it is something that came a little bit after things like having the sense of control over my own life, or having a direction in my life, or feeling like self-image is probably the last thing that I worked on this list. And that's not to say that you can't work on it until later. But I think, at least for me, it was a little bit easier to have those internal motivators and then work on those external motivators, like self-image or how I feel others look at me.
Yeah, kind of. Because as a, I don't know, I feel like this might come with age as well, but as like a kid, you know how you're like, especially like when you're at like the toddler or like primary school, like high school's bad. But like you're always worried about what other people think, right? But now that we're like older, I'm just kind of whatever. Bro.
Yeah,
Whatever,
exactly. Yeah, well, exactly.
My life. Who cares what they think?
Exactly. Yeah, and so that's why I was kind of thinking maybe the base of the house would be more internally motivated things like I have control over myself.
Okay.
I have a direction, and I change. Like I grow.
All right.
And then maybe because I think you were saying connection goes along with things like resilience or self-image.
Self-image. I feel like connection and self-image goes pretty hand in hand, right? Because you know,
Right.
people always go like, don't go into a relationship if you don't like yourself. You know, that's like a thing that gets thrown around like a lot. So I feel like in that sense, I guess it is connected because you have to like yourself first before you can really like other people and other things.
Yeah. I agree. So, physically, mentally sure that you have a strong foundation to continue this journey.
Although
right?
it's also, I feel like this is just a big old dilemma because also connection improves, with me at least, my connection with people has helped with my self-image.
Right.
So, like...
And what this is kind of, and I understand. I think it's a simplification. I think for understanding purposes. I totally understand what you mean. Yeah, I think don't take this. Obviously, we're not professionals by any means, but it's just a simplification. Obviously, you don't have to do things in order.
Yeah.
Do what you feel like. If you feel like you need something, take care of it. But this is just a guide to at least give you some sort of plan.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's kind of good. But we still haven't picked our third one then. What is the third thing that people should do?
I was thinking, well, I think it's a little hard to sort them all. I thought, maybe it'd be, or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I think having that the three sections of like a foundation and then the body of it and then things that can improve it further.
Okay. Alright, so we're not picking top 5 anymore?
Oh, I think it's 3 things now. Like a foundation, the home itself, and then like things that are like on top. So so going back to your title, 3 steps to having
3 simple. Not really.
3 steps.
Honestly, like all these things are like on paper so easy. But then how many people can really do this,
It is.
A lot of people are like, if I just had
lifelong
money, they're like, it's so easy for you to stay. But like, if I had money, like I would. No, you wouldn't.
It's a lifelong journey. And I feel like a lot of people expect themselves. I think a lot of people have this expectation that, like becoming happy is gonna, like I can do this in a year. Yeah. Or I can do this in 2 years.
No, you can do it now, actually.
And then, and on one hand, you can do it now. You can start doing things to make you happy. But becoming happy is a journey, and I think having the expectation that I can fix myself right away can sometimes it can set you up for failure if you don't realize that it's a long journey.
But the thing is, it's not about fixing yourself or anything. It's just start to how do you even say this? It's not I have to be happy now. Like no, nobody's saying that you have to be happy now. The process of getting there is also enjoyable. Like just enjoy that process.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the process.
And if you can really enjoy the process, I think you can actually just become happy at that point.
I mean, if you think about it, the process is sort of the goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being.
So if you just stop thinking about, oh my god, I'm still not happy. Oh my god, I'll do this. Then just stop. Just be like, okay, I really like this. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
before we pitch our 3-step plan, just to kind of clarify the board here. We have our foundation of our house, living in the moment and balancing that with planning. Well, first of all, health and safety, and health and safety, positive mindset, living in the moment and planning and balancing that. And you have the house, which is, autonomy, purpose, growth and change, and then we have
and connection,
self-image, resilience. Okay, I have an idea. So what if we'll take turns? I'll take care of the you can take care of the foundation. I can take care of the house, and then together we can pitch
Oh my god, how would you even
Connection.
pitch this? I feel like we already did.
Well, let's give
Like, can you start? I'm kind of confused.
Let's give our audience.
Give me the format. You start. I don't know. I don't really.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like live in the moment / plan balance is your, is your big thing. I feel like give tips. How can you start building your foundation?
Yeah. Foundation is before you. But then, to be honest, foundation and a house are pretty similar because they're both like inside kind of thing, right? So I'm gonna.
It's kind of like a metaphorical thing, I guess.
Yeah. As in, like, the pattern here is you work on yourself before you work on your connection with other people and outside.
Yeah.
So you
And then
fix whatever's inside, and then you can have the furniture, which is the self-image and the connection, because that's like sort of what you portray outside. And like you wouldn't. I feel like we wouldn't have to worry about stuff like self-image if it was a world and we just lived by ourselves. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like this is just a nice way to repackage the hierarchy of needs. But I feel like it simplifies it more to take care of your physical and mental needs, and then you can start thinking of your internal motivators, like what drives you, and then from there address the external motivators.
Okay, I'll start then.
All right, here we go, everybody.
Here we go.
Here is our 3 easy steps to building a happier life.
Yes. So how do you get really happy in life? Easy. So easy. No, not really. So easy. Step number 1. You have to have healthy, you just gotta be healthy. I mean, you don't even have to be like the most healthy person. Just make sure you drink your water, eat your vegetables. You know what I'm talking about. Sleep 8 hours. To those of you that stay up until 3 a.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. I see you. I was one of you. I still kind of am. Don't do that. That's bad for you. Change it. You'll probably die. Like if you keep going, don't do it. It's not cool to compare compared to other people. It's not cool, Honestly, I think I used to do this a lot in high school. It's like, oh, you got 5 hours of sleep? I only got 2. No, it's not cool. How about we stop doing that and start doing like, oh, wow, you got 6 hours of sleep? Guess what? I got 7. Yeah, start comparing like that instead.
Oh, God. I guess so. Gosh.
Yeah. So also safety. Safety is very important. Without a shelter, I mean, you can be homeless and happy, I guess, but I think it's one of the more basic things.
I think it's more of like temperature and like, things like that.
And also you do need to eat every day. I feel like a lot of people get very hangry, right? So you don't want to be hangry. So having the basic necessities met, like your hunger and your shelter needs, very important. So that's step number 1. Very basic. All right, step number 2 is you just gotta start living in the moment, bruv. That big job that you always wanted and you didn't end up getting, and you're feeling so frustrated because, oh my god, if only I had that job, I'd be no. What if you go into that job and that job happened to be not what you thought it was gonna be? What if you go on a trip that you've always wanted to go on, and then you come back and you're like, okay, now I'm really empty. Now what? Yeah, exactly. After you achieve it, now what? No, it's not about achieving those goals. It's about having those goals, but living in the moment of getting there as well. Yes, problem solving is actually very, 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 rewarding, and that will keep you happy. So I know. So be positive with whatever you do. You might not be there yet, but if you keep at it, you'll be there. And just enjoy the process. Kick back and relax. All right.
Kick back and relax.
I think that's the foundations.
Wow, and I such a strong foundation you've built for us. I think we're ready to start building our house, putting up those boards. Getting that insulation in, getting that electrical plumbing.
Go for it,
Thank you. Yes, and the 3 things that we would expand on once you've created that sense of health and safety for yourself, living in the moment, is really looking at what internally motivates you. So autonomy. What do you feel like you have control over yourself and what you can do in life? If you feel like people are controlling your path, controlling what you do, like try to find ways where you can really take control over what it is that you do. And sometimes that it might be harder for some to be able to break out of that. But you can start off with, I'll make my own, I'll make my own opinions, I'll make my own, I'll choose my own simple behaviors. Maybe like, I don't know. Like I'll dress the way I want to. I don't know, something like that. And then once you also have, I feel like these three things kind of don't really have an order. It's kind of they just all three of these things in whatever order that you want. But after you've kind of achieved that autonomy, or I guess not after. An additional thing would be, purpose. You have to have a direction in life. I feel like a lot of the times you'd feel lost without a direction. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a quantitative goal. Like I will be, I'm gonna have a family at some point. It can be something more like, I want to, I don't know, like I want to, like you said, garden, or like I want to do that.
I want to watch anime.
Exactly, I want to watch anime. So it's really just any sort of direction that drives you forward. And then the third thing is, not in any order, is growth and change. Just being, different from who you were yesterday. I feel like stagnation is scary because, I don't know, I feel like being the same thing is not just boring, but also, I feel like that kind of feeds into purpose almost. Just seeing yourself change, seeing yourself grow. And it doesn't need to be like, oh, I'm gonna get a degree in something, I'm gonna like learn a new skill, but maybe it's having an experience that changes, your outlook on life or the way that you view things.
Maybe you just went to a new restaurant, That's all you need to do. Just change up
bring
your life.
Change.
Yeah.
Right.
Spice it up,
that's
right?
not to say, exactly, that's not to say a routine is bad, but seeing yourself change at some degree in your life. And then once your house is all built, you can start decorating it for a long-term
we do like
stretch of
decorating around here, don't we?
happiness. Yeah.
All right, do you want to start off with decorating? Or should I start?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can go ahead and start with self-image. Once you kind of have a strong sense of who you are internally, being comfortable with how the world around you perceives you. So being, having that strong sense of, no matter what others say, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm talented, I'm all these great things.
Yeah, everybody repeat after us. You was strong. You was kind. You was smart. You was beautiful. You was grateful.
Exactly.
Say that to yourself every day. You think it's dumb, but do it.
Yeah. And tell us about connection, Luto.
Alright. I guess this is kind of the last thing on our list, but I feel like, still very, very important. Maybe to different degrees for everyone though. But I feel like everyone needs a connection to something, whether it be your cat, your mom, your significant other, your friend, Even to like the leaf that you picked up this morning on the ground. You have to be connected to some things that you appreciate. I guess, again, kind of like living in a moment kind of thing. You have to appreciate the people that are around you, because we all like to share our experiences with things. I don't think anyone in this world can truly live by themselves.
Yeah. And like you said, it doesn't have to necessarily be a person. It can be a connection with like a pet, or like even just how wonderful the world can be sometimes. Yeah. And this may not be decorations, but maybe you have, stored somewhere in your house, you have a nice little toolbox. You got some hammers, wrenches, nails, screws. But I think resilience is really what?
No, just keep going.
Okay.
The way you said it was just kind of funny.
It's a toolbox because I think it's important to have a set of tools that maybe something in the foundation broke, or some plumbing broke, or maybe you dropped a vase and you need to glue it back together. But the idea of being resilient, that even if the things that you've built, some things start falling apart, or there's some wear and tear is normal. And I think being able to patch things up, put a little band-aid on something, or even make it new and greater than it was before in its own little way.
Yeah, to live is to scuff.
It's really important. To live is to scuff.
I think
Wait, then why did the ending of this just become to live is to scuff?
No, but I truly feel like to be happy is actually just embracing the fact that to live is to scuff. Like, you think I'm kidding, but I'm not.
No, right, and I agree, because really, how do you, at the end of the day, like, happiness is the antithesis of sadness. So not having things that challenge you, or while it is, I'm not romanticizing bad things in any way, but looking at things that bring you kind of back, back or set you back, to live is to scuff. You have your toolbox that can patch things up and bring you back.
If you think about it, every challenge is just a stepping stone for getting better, And also, without being sad, how do you know what happiness is like? If you're always happy, you have no comparison, so are you really happy?
So,
it just becomes normal at that point,
Yeah. To live is to scuff.
Yeah.
So that's
there you
it.
go.
That's all you need to know. To live is to scuff.
To be happy in life is to embrace the fact that to live is to scuff.
Is to scuff.
Oh,
that's right.
Wow.
Thank you
Full
so
circle.
much, everyone, today. Oh my gosh, we really did come full circle.
Really did.
And I think the one of the true lessons today is keep listening to Off the Scuff, because to live is to scuff.
Wow, who'd have thought? Totally no promotional or anything.
Oh my God.
Totally no bias or anything.
Could you imagine if we had planned this beforehand? That would have been wild.
That would be
No, but
wild.
honestly,
the fact that we came back to this is even more wild to me.
Right? No, the fact that we were able
This
to
is
do
not
this.
scripted, by the way, just in case you guys know.
Yeah, no, I hope you know. We were actually
Yeah.
really worried before we started because this was such a big topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really proud of us, but as we kind of start, wrapping things up. What are your big thoughts on this?
Wow. Just honestly, just.
I know.
Wow.
I think on the topic of things that make us happy in life, I think I'm very grateful that
I is grateful.
Not only do I. You do use grapefruit. I think two things. I'm very grateful that I have, a fantastic gen mate to be able to have these lovely conversations with, and then, but then also having a lovely audience and customer, that is that loves listening and being a part of this experience and allowing us to do these amazing things. So thank you all so much.
Off the Scuff makes me happy. Really, it does.
It makes me happy.
I started doing this and I was like,
Go ahead.
what is this new job? Well, why do I need to do this? No. I can say now. It's pretty cool. Very cool.
It's very cool. So, what? Let us know what you think about our product today. Like we've mentioned before, we are not professionals in any way.
Yeah.
Professionals.
Don't look at me. I'm not a therapist. I am not your therapist.
I'm not a professional.
I am not your neighborhood-friendly therapist.
But we do want to just share our experiences, share our thoughts, and hopefully that this helps, as a stepping stool to your journey.
Yeah.
Or at least it encourages you to take that journey, whatever that journey looks like.
At least you can at least start thinking about these things. Be more mindful about these things.
Be more mindful, exactly.
Although, are we even right though? Like, are we, now that I think about it, we're giving advice, but it's like, what if the advice is wrong?
Well, let us know. Let us know, audience. Let us know, our customers. What do you think of our product? Do you think it's something you'll use in the future? What are your thoughts on it? What part of your journey are you in? And I at least hope that this has inspired some of you all to start your journey.
Yeah, gotta start somewhere, Also, a good place to start is also to get a therapist. Yeah, I don't know if it's free for you guys. It's free for me, but if it's not, then I'm like, I guess.
And like we've said, your journey is gonna look different. If you need a therapist, if you need connection, if you need health and safety first, it's really gonna look.
To be honest, I feel like everyone can really benefit from a therapist. No.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think that they need to have something actively bothering them to get a therapist, but I think a therapist can really help with
but why not just have
even
the happiest life that you can ever live, Why stop at being, my life is normal, why stop there? Be like, I want my life to be amazing, subarashi,
Exactly. Yeah, but wherever you are, we wish you the best of luck. We hope that this has helped you a lot. And with that, thank you so much for trusting your time with us here at the Off the Scuff office, and we hope to see you for our next shift.
It was fun doing this weird format now. I guess it's gonna be our normal format now.
I kind of like it. It's kind of
Did
nice.
you
I
guys
was a
like
little
it?
nervous
Tell
at
us what
first.
you think as well. In the
Yeah,
comments.
tell us what you think. Yeah, we again, growth and change is
Exactly.
something that
We're
we
adaptable.
value
You know,
here,
being adaptability is also a very important skill.
Exactly. Luto, do you have a friendly reminder for our audience out there?
No. So first of all, thank you, Felix, for your mind-boggling question. It got my brain juices churning. Thank you very much. So if you want to have your question featured like this as a topic of the Scuff podcast, then make sure you leave a comment down below. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll peek from one of the comments. Yeah. And don't worry if it's like an old comment. We'll still go through them.
Yeah. Yeah, then be sure to upvotes. Some of you upvotes. Put a like on the ones that you like.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts using hashtag @OffTheScuff. Is there something that our customers need to be ringing or pressing
yes, of course.
in particular?
You're friendly once every Off the Scuff podcast reminder. Don't forget to subscribe. Although this doesn't really work on stuff like Spotify, no. But no, make sure I don't know how stuff like that works. But make sure you subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. Like how I smash your mom every night and ring that bell icon. Like how she rings me every night.
Oh gosh. Well, I guess Spotify and Anchor have like a subscribe or a follow.
Maybe something like that. Just
so
smash
do
it.
the equivalent there.
Just do it. Or you don't have to.
In the words of the great philosopher, the great mind, the great thinker, Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Don't let your dreams hear
Oh, you don't have to if you really don't want to. If it brings you joy, then do it. If it doesn't, then does this spark joy? Yes or no?
What sparks joy?
Okay, here, I'll give you a simple if condition.
Okay.
If this, if sparks joy, bracket this. Press subscribe.
Oh, no.
Else,
gosh.
don't. There you go. Easy.
Fantastic. Thank you for making that logic structure for us. For some of our more our more right-brained individuals, if you will. Oh gosh. But with that, thank you again everyone for stopping by the office today. We'll be back in business the same time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks, not 1 week. 2 weeks.
See
with
you
even
guys.
more shenanigans. Yes. We'll be
Yeah.
sure to think of something off the scuff.
Oh yeah. Back again with the good ideas, bad execution. Okay, alright. Bye. Bye. Off the Scuff.
On Skype.